and what really grinds my gears from a perspective of a youngest sibling, when it seems like the eldest sibling is putting this burden of this trauma, this resentment, when they're projecting it onto their younger siblings. Eldest siblings tend to resent and project this like feeling of pain, trauma to their younger siblings, instead of directing it where I personally feel like it should be directed, which in my opinion would be to your parents, because they were the people that parentified you. Hi, my name is Esther, and if you don't know me, you can get to know me by watching this video and also by subscribing to my channel and watching all of the future videos that I upload. So I'm gonna try not to make this intro very long. I don't feel like I need to introduce myself, but one thing I think is very important for you to know. Actually, 3 things. One, the first thing, before you come for me, I am in fact recording this on a Chromebook webcam. So I am not sure if the quality is gonna be giving quality. I didn't want to wait until I got my new camera because I feel like this message is very important and I need to share it right now. The second thing that I think you would need to know is that, yes, this is in fact a, what is it called? Rat tail? Rat tooth? I really don't know, but
this is a comb.
And there is a mic attached to this comb. So this comb will be my handy dandy microphone. So get used to seeing this, it will be around. Anyways, I think I said the second thing. The third thing that you need to know is that although the previous videos on my channel have been about beauty and makeup and hair and clothes and things like that, my return to YouTube is not about beauty or any of that. Although I might post some beauty videos of me doing my hair and my makeup on my channel, I'm here to talk about some very important topics, some topics that I feel like have really been a theme in my life these past couple of years. And as you can tell by the title of this video, one of those topics is the older sibling or eldest sibling syndrome, whatever you want to call it. That is what I am going to be talking about today. So I don't really want to make this video too long, so I'm not going to make it a very detailed video. I'm just going to basically be, I don't want to call it a rant, but I guess like just giving my opinion on this topic, because I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos and TikTok videos of people talking about their experience with this topic. So one of the first things I want to do, I guess, is kind of give an overview of what the eldest sibling syndrome is from my point of view, from what I've read and from the videos that I've watched. I see that the eldest sibling syndrome is basically something that happens when the firstborn child to a narcissistic parent, or a parent who is self-absorbed, or just in general, like, I guess, toxic, unhealthy, whatever you want to call it. This is where the eldest child to this parent or these parents is kind of parentified. So that's another word that I want to define for you guys. So basically, I guess parentified means that the parents give the child the responsibility of parents. They kind of make them their substitute parent, or they give them roles and responsibilities that are too much that for a child. The next thing that I want to say is basically that I do sympathize with this. As you can tell from the title, I'm not an eldest sibling. I am a youngest sibling. I am the youngest of 3 siblings. I have an older brother and an older sister, and we're all 3 years apart. So the eldest sibling in my family is my oldest sister, or older sister, I guess. I don't know. Bear with me. I'm trying my best to
work through my nerves to get this out.
But yeah, so my older sister is the eldest in our family. So like I said, we're 3 years apart. So that means that she is 6 years older than me. I have been going through, for the past couple years, since 2022, December, a very interesting and difficult situation with her where I'm realizing that there is a lot of resentment, I guess, that she feels from childhood and from like just in general being placed in that position of being parentified by my mother. My thing when it comes to the eldest sibling syndrome is I do sympathize with this. I don't see anything wrong with the content I've seen, the videos I've watched, things I've read. I understand really where this is coming from. I understand how traumatic that would be to experience this from your parents. But my beef with this syndrome and what really grinds my gears from a perspective of a youngest sibling or a child that is younger than the older sibling, I only have a problem with this when it seems like the eldest sibling is putting this burden of this trauma, this resentment, when they're projecting it onto their younger siblings. So I don't know how common this is, I'll be honest. That's why I've been feeling so inspired to share my story and to post this video and to get back onto my channel, is because I really don't know how common this is. I can only speak from my experience. But what I can say is that it seems like in my community, I'm Haitian, by the way. If you want to check out my Haitian tag, I have that on my channel as well. So I was born in Haiti, but I was raised in North America. And I've noticed in my community, so other families that I know from church and just in general, like growing up Haitian, meeting other Haitian American or Haitian children who were born or raised in North America, I've noticed that it seems to be kind of a trend that older siblings feel like, especially the eldest sibling, because I've noticed this can also happen with middle child or second child if there's another sibling that's younger than them. I've just noticed that older siblings and eldest siblings tend to resent and project this feeling of pain, trauma to their younger siblings, instead of directing it where I personally feel like it should be directed, which in my opinion would be to your parents, because they were the people that parentified you. And I also feel like, in my opinion, the reason this is not happening is because of this I don't know. I don't want to just throw out words, but basically I feel like it happens because of this sort of Stockholm syndrome that is created with the parent and the eldest sibling. Some people call it the golden child thing, if you're familiar with narcissistic family systems and dynamics. But I really think it is like a Stockholm syndrome where they feel kind of indebted to, also like they owe their parents a lot for feeding them and giving them shelter. And so the next likely target, since they cannot attack their parents by calling out their parents and giving them the accountability that they feel like is due for parentifying them, they then take it out on their younger siblings. And they blame their younger siblings for the childhood. Sorry, they did lose their childhood. So I feel like they blame their younger siblings for the childhood that they never had. When in reality, the reason I think this is unfair is because in most cases, especially in my case,
the younger siblings also did not have a childhood.
They also it might have been in different ways than the eldest sibling, but for sure they had to sacrifice a lot due to being raised by this unhealthy parent, or this parent who was not processing their trauma well and their pain well. So this is what I see as very unfair about this. I just want to say, if you are an eldest sibling who has experienced this and you're not taking it out on your younger siblings, and you are taking accountability and processing your mother or father issues. I respect you, and I think that this is the type of eldest sibling that every child who is born to a narcissistic parent or a parent who's struggling with their own trauma really truly deserves. I'm not speaking to the eldest siblings who have processed their pain and understand that their younger siblings were victims as well. So I'm not really speaking to people who have that mindset. I'm speaking to the eldest siblings who feel like because they were tasked with the responsibilities of feeding or watching or caring for, or if later in life their younger siblings were always reaching out to them and kind of saw them as a parent figure, because of that they feel burdened, and then they resent and take that out on their younger siblings. Like, those are the eldest siblings that I'm speaking to, because I feel like that's just not fair, and it's really confusing as a youngest sibling to experience. It's like someone telling you, I'm doing something for you because I love you, and then later throwing it back in your face like something that you owe them for doing for you. I don't know if that makes sense. When I listen back to this, I'm gonna not think it does, but I'm gonna post it anyways. Yeah, I just feel kind of like it does make every gesture, every kind thing, every moment that as a younger sibling maybe you, like I saw as, wow, I'm so grateful that I have this figure in my life that is willing to take on certain responsibilities my own mother isn't willing to take on. Later on in life, when you're placed with the burden of feeling like, well, I didn't have a childhood because I was doing this for you, it's really hurtful, and it's confusing, and it really leaves you in a place of not knowing how to relate or bond to your eldest sibling. So yeah, that's my 2 cents about it. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, because I'll be honest, I haven't seen much content about eldest sibling syndrome from the perspective of the younger siblings. So I really don't know, but the eldest sibling syndrome content that I have seen seem to be from older siblings who do feel very resentful about this. And I'm not really sure how they do feel about their younger siblings, but I'm just speaking from my experience. And I was in a situation, am still in a situation, where I personally feel like I have an eldest sibling who feels like I owe them my life, or I owe them submission and my like absolute loyalty without question, because they sacrificed a lot to help my mother raise me. I don't really think that's fair, and I just want to share my story because I feel like there might be other younger siblings, youngest daughters like me, who are very confused and who feel so much unnecessary guilt and burden for something that was not your fault, considering how much you also lost and sacrificed in your childhood, being raised by a parent who would even do something like this. By something like this, I mean create an environment where there is something like eldest sibling syndrome going on. So yeah, if you're in the same boat, if you're in the same situation, I hope that you don't blame yourself. I hope that you don't take on this burden of feeling like you're being born stole your eldest sibling's childhood, because it didn't. There's so much more to it than that. And I am going to be posting more videos on my channel. This is just a quick video, just giving my opinion and my thoughts on this, but I want to post more educational content on my channel about narcissistic parents and narcissistic family dynamics, and also just in general about what narcissism is and is not, and actually how it does affect families. So yeah, if you like this video, I really hope you give it a thumbs up, And I hope that you subscribe to my channel and watch my future videos on these topics, because I am going to expand more also on just this sibling, golden child, eldest sibling syndrome topic as well. Follow me on Instagram. I will leave the link in the description box if you want to see more of my I guess story in real time, because I do post a lot on my story on Instagram. I also, I guess, write very long captions, kind of like blog posts. I don't know.
I talk a lot.
And I write a lot too. So if you want to read what I write, you can follow me on Instagram. Link will be in the description box below. And I also have a TikTok page called The Feminine Facade, where I talk all about narcissistic women and attempt to uncover the mask behind their behaviors and their thought processes. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you join me on my journey on unmasking narcissism. I don't know what to call this journey, but I hope you join me. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay. She's sleeping. Oh, she's up now. So I know it's not Christmas, but this is the cutest little dress. Oh, sorry, baby, the light's too bright. Oh, my little. Say hi to the people. Hi, people. Oh, your little arm got out of your dress. Now you really gotta go. Say bye.